Hello. This is the Saturday wrap for Saturday, the 21st of June 2025, the longest day of the year, and tomorrow, Sunday. Well, I'm actually recording this on Friday. The nights will start to draw in again, which I'm against. We've only just got here and now it's ending. So if you haven't seen this before, this was my week. The tech, the weather, the politics, the pubs. Okay. Live from Newport, actually not, but it will be by the time that you watch this, and I will be in air-conditioned pubs. Well, at least to start. So let's start with the word or phrase of the week. And it's a repeat, I'm afraid. That President Trump in America, everything, bar everything, is a deal. We've got to come up with a deal. We gave them a deal. You're not working on a deal. Together we can get the deal. I know there's a book called The Art of the Deal, but I think it was ghostwritten anyway, but I am fed up of deals. Really fed up of deals. Although camel for deals on Amazon, maybe. Who knows? Go away deals. App of the week. Well, on the Macintosh, there's a thing called the menu bar, where you have lots of little apps called menu bar apps, and there's so many of them, especially if you've got a notch, that you can't get them all in, and you have to choose which ones you want. And to handle all that, the bog standard, or the gold standard, I should say, is an app called Bartender. Okay, so recently discovered Bartender has been sold, and it's gone to one of those firms that we don't like. And there's a bug. There's a bug, and it causes the Apple menu thing to drop down all the time. And you ping them, and they say, yeah, install this version, which is 2 versions old. So they're not really supporting it. So out with the old, in with the new open source version, Ice for Mac. Maybe not as many bells and whistles, but it works. It hasn't got that bug. It's going to work with Mac OS Tahoe 26, and you see the developer on Reddit. And I'm going to bang him a couple of euros or dollars. I can't remember where he is. But if you're looking to get away from apps that are not really supported anymore, Ice for Mac. The thing of the week, I don't know if you can tell, but I am a bit sweaty. I'm a bit sweaty. And it's 29 this afternoon, and the local railway lines are buckling, and severe weather, but it is really nice, and lollipops and ice creams and whatever. But the thing of the week is Heatwave, which may or may not last until tomorrow. BBC say we're going to have showers. The Met Office say we might have showers. There's a thunderstorm warning for North Wales. Actually, the TAF is not as low as I thought it would be, but there you go. Anyway, moving on. Moving on to music. Moving on to 1979. Moving on to Southern Boogie, from an album called Flirting with Disaster. And I know people are going to say, they're just copying Leonard Skinner. No. It's Boogie No More by Molly Hatchet. I loved it. I really did. It was great. It was lead guitarist. It was Southern Boogie, and it just went on for ages. I like that sort of thing. And it reminds me of hot summer nights and hot summer days, to be perfectly honest. So, Boogie No More, Molly Hatchet, 1979. The album is Flirting with Disaster. So, this time last week, this was already out, and I'd had a delivery. Army towels. They're sort of no, they're not bath towels, they're not hand towels, they're sort of in between, and they last for ages. And I think the last one's about 10 years old, and it's still going, but it is getting a little bit thin, so I bought 2 new ones, and they arrived. And it was good. And they are good. And they're green, olive green, which I think is a good colour for towels. Anyway, over to the project in the afternoon and came away at the end with a chili as in the peppers, chili Scottish sour beer with honey and apples and mango. And wow, wasn't very sour, but it was, yeah, Vault City, of course, yeah. Sunday was quite lazy. In fact, it was very lazy. And Monday was Aldi, more compost, more planting out. Tuesday was the ice install, and I thought it would take ages, and I took lots of screenshots about where things currently were, but it was really easy to install. I installed it via the terminal, via Homebrew. Command lines are really rather good, to be honest. And also on Tuesday, well, last week I had it's time to renew your postal vote sort of thing. They sent it to me from the council to my address. The council takes my council tax monthly. So I filled out the form as requested, sent it back, and an email back saying, you haven't really proved who you were. You sent me the form. I got the form. So I had to take a photo of my passport and send it back to them. Why couldn't all this be done online? Instead of emailing and posting and all that sort of stuff, etc., etc. And also 2 other tomato plants were planted out on Tuesday. Wednesday, the heat wave sort of began, but not quite, because it was cloudy when it should have been sunny, and then at the end of the day it was hot. And Thursday I wore shorts to work. Friday I also wore shorts to work, and for Saturday in Newport, I've been knowing there will be more shorts for work, and yeah, pasty. I think that's the technical term for my legs. And also on Thursday, more tomato, planted out, brought back in on the windowsill. And to finish the week, and it's very disappointing, if you've ever been to Birmingham, you come out of New Street Station, up the rise, turn left along New Street, probably about 200, 300 yards, stroke meters on your left-hand side next to Greg's. There's a door, go down the steps, the post office vaults bar, where they have a book. And there's lots and lots of world beers and such like, and they're a great bar, a really great bar, and they're closing for various reasons, which is a great shame. And on my socials, like the WhatsApp, there are people who are really disappointed and sad about it, and so am I. I just see more and more bars closing. That's why I try to frequent the project quite a lot, basically keep it going, because if you don't use it, you will lose it. Anyway, so I'm going to go now because I'm feeling melty. So thank you for watching this nonsense. Stay cool, and any comments, very welcome.